Samir Search for Who. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, a couple of announcements. We are rolling. We are rolling to Nigeria in August, you guys. We're still rolling August 13th to the 19th. If you are interested in joining us for the Oshun Festival, come join us. It's going to be a great time. And then also to the Black Sit collaboration, Dynasty Mirror Black Sit collaboration, Sierra Leone. That will be December 4th through 12th. If you're interested in rolling, please come and join us. I have my brother Fitzgerald on with us. Also, too, we had an awesome show yesterday, you guys. The show that me and Fitzgerald did yesterday. What was the topic again, Fitzgerald? It was
gosh, man, come on. I know I need to remember.
Yeah, like we had an awesome show yesterday. Corporate America will not be the same once this is over. Once this coronavirus situation subsides, corporate America will not be the same. Guys, go and check out that show. It was a great show. Our message is spreading. Just the message of, and guys, listen. So I've been in corporate America since 2000. Well, I was in corporate America. Went back in 2010, and I was presented with so many different opportunities and. Check this out, check that out. Entrepreneurship. You need to start a home-based business. And I'm like, for what? I mean, I'm making 6 figures a year. I got a company car package. I got this going on. I mean, for what? My job's good to me. My job is so good to me. My company is so good to me. That was my attitude. Not reflecting back when I in 2006 when I took a job with a company called Aflac, right? Aflac was 100% commission. And for the life of me, no benefits. I mean, 100% commission, no benefits. What you killed is what you ate. If you didn't kill, you didn't eat. There wasn't I didn't kill anything this week. So, but I got my base salary coming in Friday. I got my insurance. So I'm, even though I had a bad week, I'm good. Nah, you better go out there and hunt or you don't eat. So what was consistent was everyone that pretty much worked for Aflac all came from 6-figure, high-earning sales jobs. And they were just like, look, the money was good, but I had no life. I was traveling all over the place. I couldn't spend time with family. I missed out on my daughter's softball games. I couldn't coach my son's little league team. We were trading time for money. But with the 100% commission jobs and opportunities, yeah, you got to ramp up. But once you put the same work you put into your corporate job, your 9 to 5, if you put that same energy into a home-based business, your 100% commission business, you will be better off in the long run than you will be at your corporate job. And that's just the fact. But I didn't get it. They stressed that to me. Yeah, that is 100% commission. But after a year, after 2 years of just putting in the work, I'm making more money now. I have more time freedom now than I would ever have at my corporate job. That went over my head. I didn't get it. Speed up to 2018. Well, actually, that would be 2017. My company I was working for called Centos, we acquired a competitor called G&K. So, we're celebrating. Yeah, we just acquired the company, but it was no good for me because about 5 months later, I get a phone email. I mean, Fitzgerald's favorite country, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. I get an email. Here's your guys' zip code list now. Yeah, about half of your zip codes, they're going to the new location that we acquired. So, sorry, we'll talk about it later. That changed everything. That was 2017. 2015, Fitzgerald, presents this opportunity to me called Karatbars. I just signed up on the strength of Fitzgerald. All right, Fitzgerald. All right, man. Just sign me up. Take bronze package. All right, whatever. I mean, seriously. I sat on Karatbars for 4 years. June of last year of 2019, and I'm kicking myself in the foot. I'm just kicking myself like, why did I not take this opportunity serious? even 6 months earlier. June 2019, really in May, me and Fitzgerald, or April, Fitzgerald comes to my house for Let's Go weekend. We're talking. He's just like, Dennis, why aren't you pushing this? I'm like, all right, dog, whatever. June, me and Fitzgerald have a conversation. I'm like, okay, Fitzgerald, look, we will present it on my platform and we'll see how it goes. It was a hit. And I'm just saying to myself, man, part of the issue was sometimes we form these objections in our head. Like as in, we can read the minds of other people as if they're not going to embrace or catch on to the opportunity. In fact, basically, we sabotage ourselves sometimes. So for 4 years, I sabotaged myself. Until June, I said, let's put the opportunity out there. I love the opportunity. Let's put it out there. And, we've been rolling ever since. I mean, because, again, I was reading an article today as far as restaurants. Dude, like 30 or 40% of these restaurants that have had to shut down or had to switch their business model, they're not going to make it. So that's bartenders, bar staff, line cooks, managers, general managers. Guys, I'm telling you, this time right now, because right now, you have the opportunity to sign up for unemployment, which, go for it. If you're an independent contractor, we got the stimulus check coming and there's some other programs. Get that money. Trust me, go sign up for it, get that free money. But during this period, you got about a 2-month window, maybe 3-month window. You better be establishing a home-based business, because once everything's back open, some of you guys aren't going to be going back to a job. A lot of you guys aren't. In fact, you're getting laid off and fired right now, furloughed right now, especially in the restaurant industry. Restaurants are not opening back up. And then as far as restaurants go, because we have a partner in Augusta, she deals with restaurants. She's a general manager. Restaurants are because like me being a sales guy, I can kind of branch into other industries a little bit. But if you're like a manager or general manager or bartender at a restaurant, you kind of limit yourself to working in a restaurant, if that makes sense. And those opportunities are going to be slim once this is all over. So I'm telling you right now, these next 2 months, you need to hunker down and you need to be building a home-based business, because the landscape of, entrepreneurship now it's a necessity. It's like breathing air now. It's just, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Fitzgerald, anything you want to add?
Man, keep talking. You're doing an excellent job. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fitzgerald Stephens. I'm a VIP affiliate with Karatbars here down in Tampa, Florida, and along with partnering with my personal friend of 15 years, Prince Dinas Amir, a VIP with Karatbars in Atlanta, Georgia. One thing I want to piggyback off what you're saying, a couple things, but one thing in particular stuck out. You remember this gentleman I've told you about called Michael Delco?
Right.
Okay. Michael, I should have been one of Michael's first call. Michael has about 90,000 plus affiliates. Just off the spillover, had Michael would have called me, been one of his first calls, I would have easily had somewhere close to 80 of those. I'm not joking. Right. But Michael, even though I've been knowing him 23 years, please catch what I'm saying, because this is really, really going to liberate a lot of you. He felt that this wouldn't work for me. He was actually afraid to approach me. True story. So I was somewhere way down in the end, like towards the beginning. It's like it's somewhere between my line of Michael and where he is. It's like a couple thousand, about 1,000 people in between us, but with the depth chart. And you know what? I was disappointed with that. I said, man, why didn't you give me a call? Simply because I was looking for something. See, I was that guy who, who I looked like I had things going. I looked like I was doing all right, not knocking out the park, all right. Michael thought for me. And rather than him picking up the phone call and calling me initially first, he eventually got around to do it. He thought it wouldn't work for me. So he just passed me over. Other words, now, and unbeknownst to him, man, I was pleading for an opportunity. I was looking. I just didn't know what it was. And so when he called me January 14th, 2015 at 7:30 in Buffalo, New York, when it being something like it was like 17 degrees that night. He didn't do nearly as jobs as I talked to you about. He didn't tell me about the tax benefits. He didn't tell me about the residual income. He didn't tell me about about the package. He didn't tell me anything without his reproach went something like this. Hey, Fitzgerald, how you doing, man? Good, Michael. What's going on? Hey, listen, man, I have this business. It's free to join. It deals with gold. Sign me up. I'm not kidding. Sign me up. No, sign me up. I didn't even ask him, how do you make it work? I mean, and I didn't get into a lot of things. What did make it? It's in the private. How do you know the gold is real? What is it? Is it black owned? Is it white owned? Do the Martians own it? Do the I said that sign up. I think I answered him so fast that he was kind of surprised, but then again he wasn't. So what am I saying? There are people out there who and who you won't think that would do something, but they're looking for you. Now, some of you guys, you get kind of intimidated by people. I know I did.
I'm not I keep getting like that. I'm not a sales guy.
You get intimidated by people and not realizing they put their pants leg one at a time, just like you. But if you don't get intimidated by people, you get intimidated by their title. That's a doctor. That's the pastor of a huge church. They wouldn't need money. That's a lawyer. Oh, they're a successful accountant and stuff like that. A lot of times these people are just as broke as you are, but on a higher level. They're just as broke, and if you really want to really get this thing going and change your life, you want to and get something really done. You want to ask a busy person. Now you want to ask the busy person. I specifically went after Dinas Amir. Really, he's my friend, yes, but the man already was effective. He was already an alpha, apex predator. I knew that. I just happen to have a personal relationship. I'm not going to go to some cat who ain't doing anything or some lady who's not doing anything and sitting around watching Victor Newman on The Young and the Restless and talking about, what living single and watching Friends and, they're a walking TV guy. They could tell you about every program. You're not doing anything. You're not in motion. You want to get something done, you ask a busy person, because once they see it, or once he or she sees something and they grasp the concept, they get to work, and they start building, and they start doing things for themselves, and they will take off on fire like that. Now, can other people be developed? Yeah. I mean, we have a system with wealth builders where we have training. Dinas and I are training. There's a wealth builder system created by Ty and Valerie Best, Mr. Tyrone and Valerie Best. That shows you exactly how to create wealth. We have teachings every single day. To show you how to expand your global empire, to show you how to build wealth. And that make no doubt about it. When I come on this channel, that's what I'm talking about, building wealth with a proven system that's been working for Dinas and I for quite some time. Now, but so you gotta get the fear of risk out the way. There's a Pan-African Strikes Back has said that we have a deeply embedded fear of risk. That goes with everyone, because why? Let's analyze why we have this fear. we hate rejection. What is rejection? Someone is possibly saying no. I feel intimidated by saying no, by someone saying no to me. A little personal story. Back then when I was married and stuff like that, I just happen to love beautiful women. That's who I go at. So my wife, well, God, man, back then she was absolutely gorgeous, and I just I'm gonna get that woman, okay. And so, so I asked her, I said, hey, let's go out, and start talking and hanging out. And our first date was at Phillip Mall in Atlanta. Went to a big store. That's how broke I was. So we just walked around. I was hoping she would ask me for anything, And so it come time, we get to talking to her, and every time I got to where I was saying something, I would say, hey, you want to go this way? You want to go somewhere? She said, no, I'm busy. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, cool. Hey, you want to get together? Let's go out. No, I got to work. Hey, what you doing? I'm at home. Hey, you know what? I'll come and check you out. No, that's okay. I got to sit around. And I was in Peachtree Athletic Club in downtown Atlanta, and I was by the north window talking to her on my cell phone. And I said these words. I said, you know what? This is the last time I'm going to call you. You got one more time to say no to me. And I said these words, make no mistake, I'll find a fine woman. If whether it's you or someone else, right, that's who I am. And I said it with such conviction and such boldness, and I believed it. She said, all right, okay, and the rest is history. Now, what am I saying? What am I saying? Sometimes you just got to overcome fear, and sometimes you got to have some boldness about yourself and how to produce things. You got to go after it. Okay, who cares if you fall? Who cares if you fail? But you got to be after it. You got to go after it. Now, you make a conscious decision and you act. You don't get paralyzed by what ifs and what did they say that. You don't think for someone else. She actually told me later on, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I was waiting, for someone like that, because other guys, they get intimidated, that you talk like a man. Well, I am one. And then so when I went after this business, I went in the fact that I knew I could win. I went in the fact that I knew that I can be successful. When I talk to people, and they say no, I don't have a lot of no's said to me, but all you need is just a few yes, because they were saying no to their dreams. I said yes to mine. Now, the title of this stream is what's going to happen when the stimulus runs out. What's going to happen when maybe the unemployment stuff runs out. Dynas is absolutely 100% of his assessment with these jobs market, but he missed it in one thing, or I can add to it. It's not only going to be like the restaurant jobs, it's going to be a whole lot of other industries across the board too.
Give some examples, Fitzgerald. Let's unpackage this.
What's that?
I'll say if you could give some examples of other industries, let's unpackage this.
Okay, example of other industries: small manufacturing firms. For example, manufacturing firms that like that tool and die corporations. These are draftsmen. Everything that is made and put together, there's a die that builds a mold to put that product together. Right. Okay, they are going to be hurting, especially with the small ones. And
when I was at Centos, I sold a ton of them. Like in Noonan, Georgia, Fairburn.
Yeah, well, the industry exactly what I'm talking about. Now, why are you saying that, Fitzgerald? A lot of these companies are probably not going to rev up the ordering like they used to. As a matter of fact, they have put a lot of those orders on hold. And, you know, and a lot of those guys don't necessarily have huge influxes of capital to risk, you know, 4, 5, 6 months possibly being shut down. Okay, so manufacturers, we already covered the restaurants. What about florists? You know, we like to think about flowers as, oh, that's something nice. That is a multi-billion-dollar business. Right. You know, that's gonna be greatly hampered of things like that. What other industry? Sole proprietors, freelancers. People who go out there and they contract their services out, you know, as far as for to do freelance work for a corporation. A freelancer is someone who can do the work that you're calling to do, but they're not necessarily on your payroll. Travel agency. Oh my goodness. You know, we haven't even covered that. I mean, who's going anywhere now? How can you go with these bans out there? The auto industry has greatly been hurt. You know, people not buying cars. They're conserving that money. So we see this stuff all around, all cycles. This is a different type of animal. This thing, when someone shuts your economy down, let me say that. When someone says like, hey, your economy got to be shut down, you can't work, we got to stay at home order, all industries are affected except ours.
Right.
You know, the referral-based business, referral-based marketing business, which is by way $180 billion a year industry, home-based business, particularly one that we're excited about with Karatbars, the deals in gold, that's in 146 countries, that pays you in euros, in gold, that allows you to build a residual income, allows you to will this industry to your family, allows you to really minimize your taxes through tax breaks that affords you for a home-based business. We're thriving. As a matter of fact, Dynads and I are seeing a surge in our business, like it's incredible.
If I can interrupt. So guys, in the chat room is my affiliate link. Click on the affiliate link, Karatbars affiliate link. Sign up as an affiliate. Link is also on the screen. Link is also will be in the description for those who watch the playback. Again, sign up as an affiliate. I will personally call you, get you in contact with Fitzgerald, and we'll get you guys up and running and set up so you can be successful. All right, go ahead, Fitzgerald.
Why? Because, you know, people more than any time, practically in modern history, are looking for something that they can control. You know, this has been a huge wake-up call, you know, for the world, no matter what country living in. You know, you mean to tell me, but through no fault of your own, for you doing everything great and good, but, you know, the government can issue a stay down order, and all of a sudden your livelihood stops? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying to you.
Right.
You know, you mean to tell me you got all these degrees and education, or you don't got any degrees, but you got business experience, and you telling me it don't matter now? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. I mean, but because when they say you know, a stay home order, that's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means. You guys probably heard me talk about Canada. I've been going to Canada since my father used to take us there as a child. You know, and I still have a whole lot of friends. Love the country. You know, love it up there. They have a lot of friends up there still to this very day. Well, Canada, which is about the size of the United States easily, but they have 1/10 of the people. Canada doesn't have 50 million people as opposed to the United States, 340 million. Well, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he issues out a moratorium like, hey, everybody get paid at least about, you know, $980 every 2 weeks. Your mortgage suspended, school suspended. In other words, they're giving out a whole lot more income because of the shutdown to their citizens. You know, the United States are doing. People like, well, we ought to do what the United States do. No, we can't. Canada has 1/10 of the population that we have. Okay, I mean, you said, well, the government, government ought to give. Like any business, if you don't have revenue coming in, it's only going to be so long before you can pay revenue out. You can't do that. Well, they spend all this money on wars and they do that. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. They seem to come up with the thing, come up with those scenarios where a lot of money is frivolously spent on a lot of causes. Well, they ought to give some. Okay, let's give you a $1,200 per an adult stimulus check, $500 a child, provided you don't make over $70,000 a year. Okay, provided you filed your 2018, 2019 tax return. So far, it seems to be just a one-time thing of $1,200, a one-time payment, $1,200. I don't know if it's going to be taxed. I haven't heard anything about that, but I do know this: while you're waiting for that stimulus check, the rent man is also waiting for you to get that stimulus check too.
Right.
Your car insurance, they're waiting for you to get that stimulus check. The food man, he's waiting for you to get that stimulus check.
All right.
Utilities, they're waiting for you to get that stimulus checks. Those bills that you owe, they're waiting for you to get those stimulus checks. In a lot of cases, those checks are people already in the red because that money has already been spent before they got it. Okay, I haven't heard anything about saying there's going to be a second wave. I haven't heard much of that. It's say, okay, you got your stimulus check. Now what? Some of you guys are not going to have your jobs, and when I'm speaking the world over, I'm just not talking about the United States. Some of you are not going to have a job to go back to. Some of you, when you go back to the job, you're going to get hours cut. In this country, if you're not working 40 hours, you're considered part-time. Part-time has major consequences. You don't really qualify for a lot of health benefits like a full-timer. You don't get a lot of perks that full-timer.
I showed everybody my health bills, my hospital bills. Thank God I have insurance, but I showed everybody the hospital bills just dealing with this coronavirus.
Okay, interesting thing. Let's pick it back off of that. Dinas said he has health insurance. I lost my job about a month ago. I lost the health insurance to go with it. Okay. I dare not get sick. So what precautions you take, Fitzgerald? Well, I've been relatively pretty healthy, except for a couple of instances. And I trace that down to this: if I am under a lot of continued major stress, it starts shedding switches. It starts turning switches on my body that leads to illness. It'll start setting off massive headaches. It'll start setting off insomnia, which will start having blood pressure spike. It'll start causing chest tightness, because I'm a man who cannot give in to worry and fear or any negative emotions. As a matter of fact, I'm a man, I don't even like having negative emotions with anyone. I don't like getting upset or angry. I don't like taking in too much crazy news or like that. I'd rather you have bad problems. I tell you what, call up Oprah, discuss it with her, and then once you got the good stuff, call me and we'll talk. Right. That's the way I operate, because I have found that it's been very detrimental to my life. I can't focus on solutions if I'm really stressed or upset and worried about things, especially how I'm going to make it to the day. But tracing what I have learned back when I was a teenager, especially since I've been an adult up to now, the Dinas, 98% of my stress has been caused by lack of money. It's been financial.
Also causes the majority of divorces, from my understanding.
Oh, yes, sir, it does. Yes, sir, it does. And so it's been caused by that. It's been caused by, it's stressful when you got a bill that you can't pay. It's stressful when your child hurt themselves, rather on the playground, and you got to go out there and pay that $200 or $300 copay and buy all those scripts, and you're barely just hanging on. Or it's stressful that, if the mechanic tells you that check engine light, now all of a sudden that's going to be $1,000 bill that you didn't. That's stressful. Yeah. That's very stressful. So I work to eliminate the stress. Now, how do I do it? Well, if the majority of my stress was caused by financial matters, let me figure out some way to increase my finances. i.e., Karatbars came in my life. It started when Michael started training me, and he started getting involved in my life, and he started teaching me. The stuff that I tell you guys, I was taught by him. I was taught by Ty Best. I was taught by Tanisha Glaspie. I was taught by Rosalind and David Betterman. I was taught by these entrepreneurs who knew what the heck they were talking about, and I just simply did what they did. I didn't have I have a bachelor's, but I didn't major in business. I didn't have an MBA, and I've learned you really don't have to do that. You just got to know certain financial principles in order to put yourself ahead. So I can understand that by saving in gold goes up. Gold is valuable, holding on that increased my wealth. I can understand changing my paper dollars into gold, that the paper dollars go down, gold goes up, that helps my wealth. I can understand by, getting paid residual income, other words, income that keeps coming in. Once I did the work like a one time back in the future, I could still get paid for the presence in the future. And one time I did the work back in the past, rather, I could still get paid in the presence in the future without me having to physically go spend my time to chase those dollars, do it. I can understand that. I can understand that, I can leave money to inheritance to the children I'll one day have. Or my siblings right now, and I can understand I needed to create a business that I can get tax benefits from. I didn't need a huge degree, to do that. We got 18-year-olds that understand that. Why'd I say 18? Because you got to be 18 or over to join Karatbars. But right now, Karatbars is a solution. I'm not going to say the solution to the modern times that what we're going through right now. Some of you guys are going to be solely dependent on a home-based business that you can that for your existence or for your livelihood. I'm happy to say this is 100% how I get my income. I'm happy to say that. I'm also happy to say that I'm not really stressed. Oh, I got my moments where I could give into it. But it's not really that much stress of really coming out and sharing with you guys an opportunity that can the change the financial trajectory of your home. It's not really stress, the help people in set up their own business and me benefit from it. Benefit my business partners like Dynas and and Denise and Michael and and Nate and Ty benefit from. That's not stress. I mean, what was stress was having to get up, drive somewhere, stay somewhere 10 hours a day, around a whole bunch of nonsense and things, undervalued, underappreciated, definitely underpaid. You guys hear me talk about that job, and let's say, well, it was 6 figures. And man, that hurt. What you don't hear me really talk about saying is for 6 days a week, I was expected to work somewhere like between 14 and 16 hours a day.
Couldn't do it.
That's what you don't. What you don't hear me saying is like, and there was one time in a 2-week period that I put over 1,000 miles on my vehicle, in 2 weeks. Here in Florida, I would. What you don't hear me saying is that I would have appointments. Sometimes they would be 120 miles one way, and I was doing that, and I was doing that, and then I had to get up and do it the next day. What you don't hear me saying is the guy told me, hey, forget the life which as far as what you've known, and that says this is what the job is. Right. We pay you well, but this is what you want. So he didn't come out and say, forget the life, forget your family. But that's exactly what he was saying. He didn't come out and say, forget your extracurricular activities. That's exactly what he was saying. He didn't come out and saying, forget your side hustles. But that's exactly what he's saying. How are you going to do that? You're locked down to someone 16 hours a day. Right. Oh, that don't even count driving time sometimes.
Well, but for sure, I think that's done deliberately, so you'll be dependent on that job. Because when I started sales, the first thing they did is make you go get a new car. So you have a new
because you have to generate an income to do it. Right. So let's get back to topic right here. What did Karatbar do to you? Karatbar do for you. Karatbars can afford you to create a very, very generous, if not a massive income from working from the comfort of your own home. How would Karatbars do that? By saving in gold, by turning some of your cash that's going down in value to putting it in gold that's going up in value. Let me go ahead and do a little visual demonstration like this. Gold is money. This right here, those are 1 gram gold cars in my hands. The concept is I take this paper dollars or Nigerian naira or South African rand or Japanese yen or German euro or Canadian dollar or Ghanese dollar, and I exchange those into this. This goes up in value. My dollars goes down in values. Okay, that's the first way. The first way of making money, because gold is money. Okay. The second way, I can create a residual income. When I say a residual income, I mean I can create an income in euros that's loaded up on this MasterCard that I get paid every Friday, along with Dynas, depending upon the production of our team from 146 countries around the world, provided I have affiliates in those countries. And Dynas and I have a global team right now. He runs his from Atlanta. I run mine from Tampa. We both use cell phones and a computer to do that. No stress. We set our own hours when we're going to work. We set our own agenda, how much money we're going to make, if we're going to make it, if we're not going to make it. We control our own business. If we want to put in 1 hour work a day, and that's fine. If we want to put 8 hours in work a day, that's fine. It's our choice. Actually, Dynas and I are going to riv it up today, because sometimes we're making in half an hour. You know what we used to make in 1 week or 2 weeks doing what we was doing. You heard me right. In a half an hour. We're doing that sometimes. Does it happen every day? No, but don't need to happen every day. Listen, think about this. What if you can make 300 euros a day with this business times 7? That's 2,100 euros a week times 4. Just from home. Just simply by picking up the phone and saying,
hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys, hit that like button. 60 people watching, only 6 likes. Guys, again, please, this is valuable information. The least you can do when you come in is hit the like button. Please hit that like button. All right, go ahead for sure. Sorry.
What if you could do that? That's a very doable goal. And what if you could see an increase in that pay? With the multiplying and with it duplicating by other people doing that. That's exactly what we do. I mean, it's almost embarrassing to call this work. Why? Because work back in my mind sometimes was associated with drudgery, especially if it's something you don't want to do. When I get up and talk, when I work with Prince Amir, and when we help other people set up their businesses and build income for their thing, that's actually not really not work to me, although it is. That's actually joy. This is something I sincerely enjoy doing. This is why it's so easy for me to do. I never had a job that paid me like this. And Karatbars is not a job. It is your own business. Your own business. And that's very, very important, because you're able to build up something that you can lead to your family. You're able to take advantages of the tax laws for your benefit. Now, when I say Karatbars, it allows you to create an income. And by you creating an income for yourself, you could take a portion of that income and you could easily invest it in other things, i.e. real estate, stocks, other emerging businesses that look like they got a good return. You can go down and buy tax liens, as far as with your local municipality. You can employ it, to buy things that are going to produce you money apart from Karatbars. But what I like about Karatbars, it gives me a great income stream in order to take some of that money to invest it in other areas. You know, we don't advocate just Karatbars. That's not it. We don't. It's not Karatbars. What we're after is wealth. You know, and so wealth is made a lot by diversification. We're looking at the average millionaire, and the average millionaire usually has about 7 streams of income that they have. You know, I mean, look at some of these great musical artists, or, you know, around the world. It used to be where they would make their money. First of all, they didn't own their masters. The recording studios owned that, and they didn't really get a good amount of contracts as far as for their benefits. That was done by the studio, and then all of a sudden, it took these guys coming out called the U.S. Black rappers. They changed the game. All of a sudden, these guys, they started their own record company. Now, so they're getting paid. They started having artists up under their label, so they're getting paid for that. And then you have and then they start taking it different. They also got paid for the tours, and then they started branding themselves. So you take a person like Beyonce Knowles. She has or Taylor Swift. They have the perfume lines. They have clothing lines. They endorse other people's products. They do private concerts. All these are revenue streams. Revenue streams. It's a little wonder you see some of them making $85, $100 million per year, because they have these different revenue streams in addition to being a recording artist. We see it with athletes right now. There's two that really comes to mind. 3 really. Magic Johnson, you know, the great ex-Laker, you know, who became a massive businessman. Right. Roger Staubach, who you know the great quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, who created a $500 million real estate portfolio. You have Michael Jordan, who became a billionaire, you know, by promoting his brand. He's made way more money in his outside business venture than what the Chicago Bulls and the Washington Wizards paid him. And in the modern era right now, we have to look at LeBron James. LeBron James, you know, young man without just a high school education, but incredible business acumen. He's parlayed his brand in close to about $400 million. And we also can add the late great Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was worth easily $600 million at 41, because they took their salaries and they put it in other income streams that was generating revenue for them that they own. So they knew that their income was limited as far as what an employee was going to pay them. And that's another thing. They were just employees, very high paid employees, but they were just employees. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we take the same concept, and Dynas and I take the same concept. Okay, what can we do, man? Okay, let's get a goal where we want to do with our Karatbar streams. Let's get a goal of what we want to make. And then Dynas, you and I, maybe we need to sit down. I hear you talk about Nigeria a lot. Right. You know, I don't know the land, but you know the land. I have complete trust with you. You know, you're my friend, and you know, we never lied to each other. Been friends 15 years, man. I trust you with my life. You know, and so, man, what's good over there? What's happening in the market? Well, he may say, Fitzgerald, you know, man, you need to drop about 5,000, 7,000 euros, because I got this project over here with some land or something, man. I'm seeing something. Well, Dynas, here you go. And because I follow that savvy, you know, what I could possibly, you know, triple my money, you know, in a certain amount of time. That's what I mean. You know, that's what I'm talking about, diversification of your portfolio. But you have to have something. You have to have some money coming in order to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's free to join Karatbars. All you have to do is click on that link right there. You know what's what Dynas what it's talking about, and he is having phenomenal success. He is having phenomenal success. And you know what? I'm happy to say that his success is Denise's success, his sponsor, is my success, her sponsor, is Michael Delco's success, my sponsor, Because what it is, we're reaping the benefits by helping someone else establish, and that's a powerful thing. And so we're looking at this. Okay, let's create you an income. Let's get this stress off of you. Let's get this thing like, what are we going to do? And then turn to a situation like with Karatbars and say, this is what I'm going to do along with mine and Dynasty's help. We got many people joining us. I'm not gonna. It's not for me to call out their names, and I'm going to respect their privacy. But I will tell you this: they're coming from all over the world. We're getting phone calls from all over the world. They're buying gold. They're buying business packages. They're starting their group. They're getting commissions, and that's going to keep growing and growing and growing. And so they're taking control of their life, and they feel pretty good. That the income is coming in, apart from them, apart from their jobs. Some people, like myself, this is all how I make my money. I don't have any other income streams coming in, so I had to get out here and really do this if I want to live. And but I'd rather take a chance on myself. I'd rather take a chance on myself than a chance with working for someone else any day. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to fire me. I'm not going to have a conversation.
Let me tell you this: you can fire you if you don't work, but
very good point. Very good point. But I tell you what, if you understand what residual income, and you understand the ability to make money while you sleep, the ability to make money while you're working out, while you're on a bike ride, while you're holding hands with your significant other, while you're sitting around in the kitchen making a sandwich and stuff, and you look at your thing and you've already made money, you understand the power of residual income. You'll run through a brick wall to get it. Right. You truly will. It's nothing like it. I mean, it is nothing like making somewhere much as in an hour sometimes than what you used to make in a whole 2 weeks, and you never left your house. You never left your house. It's nothing like when you open up the garage door, look around at your car because you're bored or something like that. You come back in and you done got paid again. It's a mind-blowing feeling. It really is. Knowing that it's nothing like asking. It's nothing like saying to yourself, where in the heck did this come from?
Right.
Both Dynas and I have experienced that. And so when we sit up here and talk to you guys, what we're trying to get you to see is like, you have to do something. This may not be it. And I'm not so naive that I think everyone's going to be turned on by this incredible opportunity like Dynas and I. But do something. You don't really have a choice. Let's start doing. Let's stop thinking short term. Okay, we get a stimulus check. Okay, what do we do now? Let's take that foolish statement out of our mouth and our mind. Well, whatever happens, happens. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in luck. You got to have don't really trust people who do. You got to have a definitive plan. You got to be able to make projections. Okay, what's going to happen if not for you, your family? What's going to happen to the family after the stimulus check? What happens 3 months from now, 6 months, a year from now? How do we make up for this money that we lost on our 401k, our retirement savings that we had to dip in for savings? Okay, how do we prevent this disaster from coming in our house again in case the next job tells us we got to walk it, we got to leave there? What's our plan? What's our plan to continue to increase our household wealth? I heard a story, and I'm inclined to believe it. I heard a story. So roughly about 2055, Black wealth would be practically at zero.
Right now, for sure, in Boston, it's I think $8.
$8 to compared to Asians and white families. What is that?
I mean, $8. The net worth of the average Black family in Boston, Massachusetts, is $8.
Okay, it's going to be practically zero. Now, you said, Fitzgerald, how's that so? I've heard Black people have something like close to $5 trillion spending power. Yeah, maybe well be true. I know quite a few affluent, Black people, quite a few. But over on the whole, we're lagging behind. Why are we lagging behind? Hardly no business ownership. Yeah, great home ownership. The majority of the wealth is in the home with the equity. But what happens when the real estate market collapsed like it did in 2008? Your wealth goes right down with it. But if you have a business, stuff like that, you have a mechanism to create wealth and keep and hire other people to help them create wealth and empower your community. The savings factor, that's another thing. The savings factor hardly isn't there for that group. Okay, investing in gold. What's that? You talking about a gold chain, gold teeth? I'm not trying to be funny, guys.
So can you unpackage that? Because I mean, I had a guy I was talking to the other day, and like people are asking, well, what if we just buy gold chains and gold teeth instead of go through Karatbars? And I really didn't have an answer for him, but
you know what? I'm not even going to take that. He's not trying to be funny because I've learned, man, for the most part, to respect everyone's opinion. For the most part, if you just so far then left field and you're just cantankerous and rude and everything, I don't respect you, your opinion, or whatever you think. I don't. I just don't. But if you have legitimate questions or even questions you're asking just because you don't know, I'm going to answer that. Okay. All right. Let's say you do get that. See, I could take this. This is a gram of gold. This is a small increment. And I could take this to use to pay for goods and services. Probably someone's not going to want to take the gold off my teeth. Maybe they will. If I had some. The gold chains, there are different tiers of gold. This is 99.9% pure gold, the same gold that nations use to settle debt. Okay, I could do that. Okay, I can take this. This is like 0.1 gram of gold. That little thing right there is gold. I'd probably pick this up for $9 bucks. But less than that. And I could actually say, Dynass, hey, you know what, man? I need you to give me a ride in that Porsche. I really like it. I want to sit in the back seat. I want a Pioneer freshener back there. And man, I'm going to pay you $100 to take me to the mall up there in Atlanta. That I want to go to Fitzgerald. I want to go to Buckhead. I want to shine around. I want to look good and floss in your Porsche. Matter of fact, I want people to think it's my Porsche, and I want you to wear a black hat. Because I want them think you drive me around. Right, and I'm willing to pay you $150 for 2 hours of your time. Okay. Will you take gold as payment?
Of course. Hell yeah, I'll take it.
What did you say?
Of course, I'll take that.
Why would you take it?
Because it has value.
Okay. This has value too. Which one would you take? Which one would you prefer I pay you in? The cash has value.
You know what?
The gold has value. Which one would you prefer I pay you in?
I'll take the gold because it goes up in value. That's
my point. That was totally unscripted. The reason he hesitated because we don't practice a lot of this stuff we talk about. We go ahead and as he would take that, so will you. That's the power of it. But you know what? I wouldn't pay Dynass in gold. I would pay Dynass in euros on my card right here. Why? Because this is totally going up in value. I don't want to part away from this. I don't want to give it up. Why don't you want to give it up? Fitzgerald, simply, it keeps going up and up and up, especially with this crisis going on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I bought this stuff back in January 2015. This was $1,160. You fast forward to April 13, 2020. This stuff right here is like over $1,700. Why in the world would I want to give up an asset growing like that? I'll use this all day long. Matter of fact, I would go down, take this, put it in the ATM, get this, and give it to him, and he'll still be happy. Why would I give something away that's growing like that? And that's the way you have to think, ladies and gentlemen. In my conclusion, take action. Register on that link right now. We have a ton of people getting in Dynasty Premier business, and no, this is not some promotion. And yes, this is true. If he was to go over his personal numbers, that he has that's confidential, he would show you his group is growing crazy. Okay, and so register as an affiliate on his personal link right there. Sign up as an affiliate. The form takes about 7 minutes to fill out. Very, very simple form, straightforward, and everything else like that. You're going to get an email from Karatbars saying verify your account. You click that and you verify your account. Instantly, you have a home-based business that is in the 146 countries that you can that allows you to get paid in gold and paid in euros. Okay. You're going to get a phone call from Dynasty Amir. Now, you're also going to want to get a business package. A business package is what allows you to make that residual income, 5 times a month as opposed to 1 time a month if you don't have a business package. Dynasty will go over that with you. He's very, very good at doing that. And he'll help you get your business package, and he'll actually go over and set that up with you. After you do that, or if he's so busy and working with someone else, give me a call direct. 1-716-573-6296. 1-716-573-6296. This rings my personal cell phone number. It's not a burner phone. That's my personal cell phone number. It's been the same number for several years. And yes, I do answer it. Or you could just give me an email, shoot me an email request at Fitzgerald Stephens, my first and last name at gmail.com. If you're calling from outside the country, which we get a lot of calls, I recommend you download WhatsApp and give me a call on WhatsApp. It's going to make it a whole lot, cost effective to do that. And then, so what is my goal? My goal is I guide you through. I show you how to set up. I plug you into Wealth Builders, the training system. I show you how to be successful with this. What do you mean by being successful? I show you how to make money in it. Okay, well, how much money can I make? How much you want? How much you're willing to work for? And literally that's the question. But more importantly, what I do is I go over a goals assessment, and Dynasty will go over a goals assessment to you. Either or of us. So you get one of us, you got both of us. Okay, and so a goals assessment. What do you mean by a goals assessment? And I'm going to say this to you, and I never said this before. If you don't have a goal of why you're joining Karatbars, don't join. Because not only will you be wasting our time, but more importantly, you'll be wasting your own time. Fitzgerald, that sounds like a very, very cocky statement. No, sometimes speaking truth can come off as cockiness and arrogance. And I have a I have a high problem with lying. That's why my approach is so bold. I just don't believe in lying. Never was good at it. Never have been. Okay. So if you don't know why you're doing this, don't get into it. Now, what do you want? Well, I want to make money. Here, you just made money. Okay. What is the amount? What do you want to do it for? I want to pay off my student loans. Great. How much are they? I want to buy a house. I want to pay off my house. Great. How much does it cost? Why am I asking this? Because once you say that, and once I have a dollar figure, then we can set goals to help you work towards it. The second thing I want to know is, when do you want to accomplish this? It's not enough to say I want to be wealthy. What's your time frame? What is it? You want to take 50 years or 5? I mean, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to leave an inheritance to your children? How much? Are you trying to create a residual income every month? How much? When do you want it? That's what you and I would sit down and define. And so you go over that and really, really think about that, because that's what I'm going to ask you, because that's what's going to power you to keep working this thing. Yes, sir.
No, I didn't say anything. I was just
okay. That's what's going to power you. Dynasty was an athlete, or is an athlete, and but he played football at the University of Georgia.
Track.
Before that, he also did track. He played football and track at the University of Georgia. He also was a track football star in his hometown of Sacramento, California. Now, and you look at it right now, although you guys are seeing what coronavirus has taken his weight down. I promise you, the man is built like a fitness model. Now, how did he accomplish that? By eating hamburgers every day?
Not eating Lay's.
By just going around and eating Cracker Jack? By sitting around there eating big steaks at 12 o'clock in the morning? No, he works out every. Other words, he's disciplined. He has a goal to what he want to accomplish. He has a regiment that he follows. That he has systems of success, that I like to call it, systems of success. Well, why was it that when he was doing outside sales, that he was one of the top salesmen, if not the top salesman, one time in the nation with his industry? He had dollar goals that he wanted to do. You know, those is what drive. That's what actually drives a salesperson. Fafu Mulao, great to see your lovely face there. Very, very nice to see you. I've been missing you. You know, so give me a call sometime. And so he has goals. Likewise, it's with you. Every successful person in any endeavors, they have goals with certain things they want to accomplish with time days. If you don't have that, forget what I'm saying about free to join. You will fail. If you don't plug into the Wealth Builders training and the teaching platforms, you will fail. If you decide to say, hey, I'm going to go out on my own and do my own thing, it's your business. You can do that, but more likely you will fail. Not because we're some great gurus, because we have more experience in this thing. I've been doing this going on 6 years. You know, I made a lot of euros in this thing. You know, I got a team almost 11,000 people. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing as well as Michael Delco, who has 90,000. I called him for instructions still today. You know, he's 3 days older than me, but he's my mentor. He's at an income level way more than I am. And way more than Michael Delco is one of the highest paid people in the world with this. Period. You know, his income will stagger you what he was able to do. Michael Delco was able to walk off a 6-figure mortgage banking job in 103 days by getting what we call a silver package. That's not even the ties Dynasts and I have with the VIPs. You know, a silver package. He was able to do that. That was 6 years ago. Michael Delco, he is free. His wife is free. Their 5 grown children is free. Their grandchildren is free. You know, the goldfish is free because he had the same opportunity to what you did, but he had a goal. Michael Delco, you know, he called 300 people in 1 month. He had a bigger dream. I didn't call 300 people in 1 month. You know, so it's in the heart, but he knew exactly where he was going. I know exactly where I'm going. Dynasts know exactly where we're going. We're seeing momentum. We're seeing growth. We're seeing incredible growth in our business. This is how we earn our money. It's a little wonder why you guys are hearing from us practically, you know, 3 and 4 or 5 times a week. This is what we do. We take this just
every day.
Yeah, we take this just as serious as we used to work for someone else. Ladies and gentlemen, when I get off of this phone right now, in 10 minutes, I got to do a video with Victor up in Calgary, Alberta, also in Dynasts' team. You know, at 11 o'clock at night, PM, I got to do a video with Jacob Longwolf in Melbourne, Australia, also in Dynasts' team. I'm going to probably call up Sister Ya and book her for 7 o'clock tonight, also in Dynasts' team. But they're also in Denise's team. They're also in Michael Delco's team. And if you happen to be above those guys, you know, as far as in your positioning, you know, they're going to be in your team too. Some of you people like, okay, I need more information. Okay, well, you ain't working at home. The economy shut down. You're spending down there. You need to create income, but you need more information. Go to therealmoney.info. Therealmoney.info. That's going to give you a brief 30-minute video that it's going to give you that information. But before you do, register your free affiliate account. Because I can promise you, while you're sitting there asking for more information, other people are going to be coming in, and you know, and you're going to be in their team instead of the other way around. Dynasts, was that a cocky statement? Was it real?
Oh, you're telling the truth. No, it's real.
No. While you're sitting up there thinking about it, someone's gonna come in. For example, we and she won't mind me saying this. She won't mind me saying this. A sister, y'all heard us. She was on the show months ago. I was on the forum with Dynass on one of the forums where she came in there, and she has something empowerment organization that she was. Yeah, and it was a great organization. I said to Sister Ya right then, I said, sister, listen, you are the type of people we're looking for. And I'm going to do something I usually don't say. I'm asking you to join the business. I've done that maybe with one other person. And that man's name is Fabian Pierce. Okay. I did it with him because, Fabian is a genius in real estate and diversification, just an incredible man to know. I don't know if he's in the business or not, but I asked him, I said, Fabian, I want you in because you're exactly what we're looking for. I generally don't ask people like that, but Sister Ya did. She turned it down. Okay. And she just recently got in because why? Circumstances had changed. The virus was in full effect. It changed things. It changed. A lot of people were saying no to us back then before this coronavirus. They're saying yes because they're like, oh my God, I got to do something. I never dreamed of stuff like this to happen. And they're right. So when she called and she said, Fitzgerald, I don't know if you remember me. I was on the show and I'm like, oh. I said to her, okay. When was you on the show? We were on a platform together about a couple of months ago. I said, great. And I said these words to her. Please tell me that you registered your free account. That's what I said to her. Please tell me you signed up your free account when I asked you to. She said no. And I just told her the truth, like I'm getting ready to tell you guys right now. I said, you have literally cost yourself hundreds of people. Prince Amir and I would have put hundreds of people in your organization simply because you didn't register your free account. Register your free account. We'll figure it out again later. Now fast forward a little bit. Jacob Longwolf over in Melbourne, Australia, he signed up 2 days before Sister Ya. Sister Ya anchors his left team. She put a whole United States team in his organization that I had to let him know that he got it. That's how fast this thing moves. So take action. What I want you guys to do, for those of you who want to give me a call me after you register now. Call me after you register because I'm taking so many calls right now. And I never did this before, but I feel led to do this. This right here, all these books with these names, these are all affiliates, that I have cell numbers, contact numbers. I have their email address. I have their Karatbar ID. That's my tablet that's filled up. This is the second tablet I'm working on because I'm using the one that plugs you into Wealth Builders, and I get you into the training system. So we help you, but I take it serious as far as we're working with you guys. Dynass, what we want to do now, man, is just go ahead and close this out. I got to jump on the phone about 5 minutes. And if you guys, after I hang up and you want to join, Dynass, I don't know if you're in a position right now where you can cover me probably like 2 hours. People can call you directly. You can help them set their packages up, and then you refer them to me. I predict I'll probably be free somewhere along the line about 5-6 o'clock tonight. Okay. That's Eastern Standard Time, U.S. Eastern Standard Time, and you guys can call me right then. Until then, we appreciate it. Hopefully, we have said something to benefit you guys. While we're talking about right now, Dynass, we got our Tanzania affiliate trying to get in touch with me right now. I'm seeing his email is coming along. So we got, you remember Stephen Mance, right? Those guys out there in Uganda and Tanzania. So they're building things and stuff. So that's the way it works, and we appreciate it. And I will leave you to this: 2 things. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Fitzgerald Stephens says, if you don't make moves will be made on you. John Henry Stevens, Fitzgerald Stephens' father, says, I don't get bit by the same dog twice. I don't get bit by the same dog twice. You see what these jobs markets are doing right there. You already been bit by, people putting you out, putting you in a position that you never thought you would be in. Don't get bit by the same dog twice. Put you a home-based business together. Put you something where you won't have to face that dog again. Where you can have freedom. I don't get bit by the same dog twice, and nor should you. You guys have an excellent day. Love each and every one of you. Much respect and blessings to you. Bye-bye.
Peace. Guys, with that being said, thank you for joining. On the way out, like, share, subscribe. Also, link is in the chat room. Link is on the description. Link is on the screen. Sign up as an affiliate. I am going to personally call you from my cell phone number, not a burner phone, from not a Google Voice, from my personal cell phone number. I am going to call you. All right. Get you up and running, get you in contact with Fitzgerald, get you linked in with we're tuned in with the training, so we can make sure you guys are successful. This isn't, I hear stories in the past of, well, Dynas, I signed up for this program and my upline disappeared. No, me and Fitzgerald, we're here. You have our cell phone numbers. You're going to be plugged into the training. So again, we are here to help you. Now, we can't go out there and fill your team for you. That's something you're going to have to put the effort in. But if you present the opportunity to people and bring them to us, we will help put you in a position to be successful. That's why we're here. So, guys, thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. I'll be back on at 4 o'clock and 7. I'm going to try to do 3 shows a day. 1 with Fitzgerald, then 2 dealing with Africa, because this is what this platform is really about as well. But at the same time, if you're not generating income, then you're not going to go to Africa. You're not going to make it. So thank you for joining. Till next time. Peace.